don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this, a very short kick. Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a play fake. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And Lance's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out to the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Trey Lance,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Off the play fake, Douglas. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Douglas. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
In motion left goes Smith. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. From midfield, here's Lance. On the slant, he's got Davis. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action, now it's Lance.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off play action, Douglas. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. 4th down. Douglas. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Working from the gun, Lance. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Okay, ready? And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Douglas. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Throwing now is Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Douglas. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found...
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Douglas going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And Lance now to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All right, go. Stick. Back.
Now Lance.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Lance now on first down.
And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lance looks to throw again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7th. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Complete. Smith has it, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Ja'Marr Chase,
47 yards.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Douglas. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught at the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a give, running left is Harris. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 68 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Going up top. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Douglas steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Bike, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 4th down, Douglas. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 25.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken way up at the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first. And that's caught inside the 35.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Chigakakwo.
32 yards.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Raiders 49, Eagles 25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken way up at the 25. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lance. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing on first down. Douglas trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Raiders 56, Eagles 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's good for the Eagles.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go play action here on first down.
And this one too low. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall